My sister slept with my husband and my parents helped her hide it. So at her baby shower, I gave her a gift that made everyone remember forever. I never thought betrayal could come from every direction at once, from the same people who were supposed to love me the most. My name is Iris, and this is the story of how my family destroyed me, and how I destroyed their lies. Growing up, I was always the quiet one, the daughter who followed rules, who stayed out of trouble, who tried to earn love by being good. But in our house, goodness didn't matter. My parents only saw Claire, my younger sister. She was their sun, and the rest of us just lived in her light. They praised her beauty, her charm, her endless string of admirers. And me? I was the dependable one, the one who helped clean up her messes and smiled when she got everything I wanted. Still, I loved her. God help me, I did. When I met Marcus, I thought my luck had finally changed. He was kind, gentle, and seemed to look right through Claire's spotlight to see me. For the first time, I felt chosen. We married after 3 years together, and I truly believed I'd finally built a world that belonged to me. But that illusion shattered the night of Claire's pregnancy dinner. It started like any family gathering, laughter that didn't quite reach the eyes, wine glasses clinking, my mother fussing over every detail. Claire had just announced she was pregnant, and my parents glowed with pride. I smiled, clapping along with everyone else, pretending that the sudden cold in my chest was nothing. Then, as I was clearing the plates in the kitchen, I heard my parents' voices from the hallway, low, hurried, guilty. "She can't ever find out," my mother whispered. "It was a mistake, Evelyn," my father said. "They both regret it. Let it go." My hands froze around a dish towel. Who was they? I stood there, barely breathing, until I heard my mother's voice again, softer, almost pleading. "Claire's pregnant, Robert. And if Iris ever learns the truth about her husband, it'll destroy her." The room spun. For a moment, I thought I'd misheard, that my brain had twisted their words into something impossible. But deep down, I knew. I knew exactly what they meant. My husband. My sister. And my parents, helping them hide it. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay beside Marcus, watching his chest rise and fall, wondering how long he'd been lying next to me while giving himself to her. Every smile. Every late-night text. Every time he said, "She's just your sister, don't be paranoid." I saw it all now for what it was, manipulation. A cover-up. By morning, my heartbreak had hardened into something sharper. If they wanted to bury the truth, I'd make sure it became impossible to forget. Over the next few weeks, I played my part perfectly. The sweet wife. The loving sister. The obedient daughter. But while they smiled at me across family dinners, I was collecting evidence, text backups, cloud photos, old messages Marcus had deleted but forgot to erase from his laptop. Every night while he slept, I searched. And what I found made my stomach twist. Photos. Conversations. Plans. He'd been seeing her for months, maybe longer. My mother had even helped them cover hotel bills under her own name. They'd built an entire web behind my back, using my trust as the thread. That's when I decided the baby shower would be their undoing. I offered to host it. My parents were thrilled. Claire cried, hugging me, calling me the best sister in the world. I smiled into her hair and whispered, "Always." She never saw the trap. On the day of the shower, the house buzzed with laughter and pastel decorations. Claire sat in her glowing maternity dress, surrounded by gifts. When it was my turn to present mine, I handed her a beautifully wrapped box tied with a soft pink ribbon. "Open it," I said sweetly. She tore the paper, lifted the lid, and froze. Inside were printed screenshots of her messages with Marcus. Hotel receipts. Photos. And at the very top, a single ultrasound photo, labeled with Marcus's name from the appointment file I'd found in her email. The room went silent. What is this?" she whispered, her voice trembling. "It's your gift," I said. "You and Marcus made it together." I just thought everyone should see. Gasps. Shouts. Someone dropped a glass. Claire's husband stormed out. My father tried to pull the papers from the box, but I snatched them back. You all lied to me, I said, my voice shaking but steady. You let me build my life around people who laughed behind my back. But today? I'm done being the quiet one. I left the room to chaos, my mother crying, Marcus shouting, Claire collapsing in tears. For the first time in my life, I didn't look back. The aftermath was brutal. Claire's marriage crumbled within weeks. Her husband demanded a DNA test, and to everyone's shock, Marcus wasn't the father after all. Apparently, my perfect sister had been cheating on both men. Marcus tried calling me afterward, sobbing, begging for forgiveness. He said it was just a mistake, that he never meant to hurt me. But I'd already signed the divorce papers. I told him he didn't just break my heart, he'd burned the ground it stood on. My parents tried to reach out too, pretending to be victims of the situation. I didn't answer. I sold the house, closed every joint account, and moved 3 towns away into a small apartment by the river. 4 months, I couldn't sleep. Revenge doesn't heal you. It just clears the fog long enough for you to see how deep the wound goes. But over time, I began to breathe again. I started therapy, took long walks, found small pieces of peace in quiet mornings. I learned that survival isn't about pretending you're fine, it's about choosing yourself, even when no one else does. 2 years later, I own a little bookshop. People walk in and see me as just another woman who sells stories. But if they look close, they'd see a scarred heart that still beats stronger than before. My parents still send letters sometimes. Claire still tries to reach out every few months. I read nothing. I reply to no one. Because I already know the ending. They built their world on lies, and I burned it to the ground. And sometimes, that's the only way to finally be free.